What's up, team? Mike here, and today we're going to be talking about how to be a good host as a small group leader. So stay tuned. Hospitality is one of the most important parts in leadership. Hospitality is the ability to make somebody feel at home even when they're not at home. It says this in 1 Timothy 3 when talking about the qualifications for a leader in the church. It says, therefore, an overseer or a leader must be above reproach, the husband of one wife, sober-minded, self-controlled, respectable, hospitable, able to teach, not a drunkard, not violent, but gentle, not quarrelsome, not a lover of money. He must manage his own household well with all dignity, keeping his children submissive. For if someone does not know how to manage his own household, how will he care for God's church? He must not be a recent convert, or he may become puffed up with conceit and fall into the condemnation of the devil. Moreover, he must be well thought of by outsiders, so that he may not fall into disgrace, into a snare of the devil. I mean, we see a lot of very serious things in there, but did you see something in there that we often overlook? He must be hospitable. And a leader of the church must show hospitality. He must know how to treat guests. He must know how to serve others and to make them feel welcomed and at home. So I just want to take a quick look at what is the difference between being a host and a guest. A host versus a guest, the mentality difference between the two, because you don't have to, we think of host, it means like welcoming people into your home. And that's true, but it doesn't have to be that way. Just because it's your house doesn't mean you are a host. And just because you're not at home doesn't mean you can't be the host. It's a mentality. So what is a good guest? A good guest is respectful. They are kind. They are thankful. They come and they are courteous, but they also follow the direction of the host. A guest doesn't really have any responsibility, and yet sometimes they will help, but usually they wait to be asked. Guests are more reactive. They're waiting for somebody else to take the initiative, to take the first step, and they just follow along. So what is a good host? A good host does these four things. A good host initiates, connects, provides, and directs. A good host takes the first step. They ask the first question. They lead the conversation. They make you feel at home. They make you feel important. They connect you with other people that are already there. They provide leadership and direction. They don't leave their guests wondering, what should I do? What's happening next? But they direct their guests. They tell them what's going on. Hosts are proactive. Guests are reactive, but hosts are proactive. They take the first step. The problem is most people in life, we go through life acting like guests. We wait for somebody else to take the first step. We wait for somebody else to say hi, to initiate the conversation. It's easier that way because it's less risky. It's more comfortable. But being a good host is about taking risks. It's about stepping outside of your comfort zone. It's about caring more about the comfort of your guests than your own comfort. Being a good host is important to God, as we just read in 1 Timothy 3. So don't let your fears or your insecurities prevent you from becoming a good host and thus a good leader. So here are some good quick tips on how you can become a better host for your small group meeting time. How can you make your space more hospitable so when people come, they are more comfortable. It feels like they're coming to a home and not just to a meeting space. Well, one of the easy things we can do is just to turn on a little bit of music in the background. It just makes people a lot more at ease and comfortable when there's a little bit of sound going on, especially those first few people that come, so you're not just sitting in a quiet, empty room. Another thing that can help that is by bringing some food or some drink, and you can also empower others to bring the snack for the meeting time. That way when people come, they're not just sitting in a room awkwardly not knowing what to talk about, but they can get a drink, they can get some food, and it just makes things feel a little bit lighter, a little bit easier, a little bit less pressure and more comfortable. Another thing that you can do to be a good host is to begin on time and to end on time. And sometimes that's hard to do. People come late, and so we're tempted just to start really late. But if you really want to honor the guests and to value their commitment, we need to begin on time and end on time. That way they know what they're committing to. A lot of times we'll start late and we'll end really late. And we wonder why people don't come back. Well, maybe the really committed, faithful people, they love it because they loved having these long conversations. But the people that are less committed, people that don't even follow Jesus yet, they're not likely to keep coming week after week to a meeting that just goes on forever. They don't know when it's going to end. We all have busy lives, and so we don't know how much time we're committing to. Maybe we're less likely to join that meeting. Another one that's very simple, just be clean. Make sure the area is clean before people arrive so that it's just more comfortable and it seems like you care, that you've put in the effort. Here's a big one. Honor everyone. Make a big deal out of everybody. When people enter the room, when people arrive to the meeting, celebrate their entrance. Not just the people that you know, not just the people that everybody likes, but even the quiet people, even the new people. Celebrate and honor everybody's arrival, and they will feel more welcome, even if in the moment it makes them feel a little bit shy. I think most people actually enjoy that kind of thing. And connected with that, as they come, don't just celebrate them as they arrive, but help them transition into the group. Maybe you're already started with your icebreaker. Fill them in on what's going on, or you're just hanging out talking. Make sure you can connect them and bring them into the conversation. Tell them what you've been talking about. Ask them a question to help them jump right in instead of them just sitting down on the edge and picking up their phone and feeling a little bit lost as a result. But help them to join in with whatever's going on. And lastly, we want to help connect new members, connect quiet members to other people in the group. So a lot of times when there's a new person or there's a really quiet or shy person, we become their safety net. That every week, it's only the leaders talking to them because we want to make sure they feel welcome and safe, so we talk to them. But really, we're not helping them if we do that. We need to help them connect with everyone in the group, not just us, because we cannot be the only person that they know in the group. We need to connect them to others. We need to help them to grow confidence in relating and connecting and sharing with the other people in the group and not just being their safety net every single week. And here's the biggest thing. Love those you lead. God has given you people to lead. And so what does it mean to be a good host? It means that we love our guests. If you have a genuine love for your guests, you will serve them. You will do whatever it takes to make sure that they feel comfortable, that they feel welcomed, that they feel safe. And so that is really what it means to be a good host, to love those you lead, love your guests. Well, God bless you. Let's get after it.